My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you for today's session of Jivanmukti Viveka. Jivanmukti Viveka is a beautiful Vedantic text written by Swami Sri Vidyaranya. Let us contemplate on the teachings of Jivanmukti Viveka. Today, the topic is Vasana and Samskara. The spiritual journey has three dimensions: freedom from ignorance, adnana, getting rid of unwanted vasana and samskara. So now let us go in a bit more in detail what happens at each stage of sadhana for the vasana and samskara. What exactly is a spiritual sadhana is all about? The topic is called vasana and samskara. Let us start. So we have, in last few classes, I've talked about the 7 stages of enlightenment. Shubhecha, Vicharana, Tanumanasi, Sattvapati, Asamasakti, Padartha Abhavani, Turyaga. I'll not go into details of this. The first 4 stages are called Vividisha Sannyasa. Next is called Vidvat Sannyasa. So now, what exactly is happening? There is a ignorance of our true nature called avidya. Ignorance of nature is called avidya. We don't know who am I. So we don't know I'm awareness, I'm consciousness. I identify the body. I'm the body. Then I become the doer, kartaham. Then I am the mind. Then I become bhoktaham, I'm the enjoyer. I am the intellect, gnataham. So that way, there is a false understanding and superimposition on the self. So such a person is called samsari because he suffers. Anything happens to the body, mind, or intellect, he starts suffering. So the moment this adnana is there, avidya is there, kama is there, desire. I want to become safe. I want to have more. I want to grow. Okay, the desires will rise. Desires can be fulfilled through karma, action. So karma will lead to karma phala, the results of action, sometimes favorable, sometimes unfavorable. So these favorable or unfavorable impressions, they leave impressions in the mind called vasana. Okay. So impressions can be favorable, unfavorable. If unfavorable thing comes, oh, I should not have got it. Anger, fear, jealousy, all those things will get stored in the mind. So then they trigger the avidya, and further the cycle will continue. So this is typically represented in Vedanta as a rope and a snake. There's a rope. The person does not know it's a rope. He thinks it is a snake and he is afraid. Similarly, the world and myself is Brahman. I don't know about it and I get scared, tensed up about the interaction in the world. This is called samsari. So now, what is a spiritual journey? Spiritual journey is all about controlling the or coming out of our vasanas, freedom from vasanas and samskaras. So this we tell Sri Ramachandra in Yoga Vashishta. After he studies, Sri Ramachandra, after studying, he goes for a tour of Bharatavarsha, Bharatakanda. He goes to many places. He places suffering all around, the pain and suffering, and he comes to a conclusion: the world is full of suffering, and there's no happiness in the world. Everybody is suffering. So that was the purpose of education too. So people after school studies, they're supposed to go to education tour to understand how the world is. So Ramachandra comes back and he gets depressed. The world is full of suffering. Then Vashishta Rishi comes back and tells Ramachandra, Rama, the suffering is because of different types of karma they have done in life. Each karma leaves an impression, vasana. And the karma is of 4 types: Sanchita karma, Prarabdha karma, Agami karma, Kriyamana karma. So Prarabdha karma is the cause of the problem in life. Prarabdha is 2 types: good Prarabdha and bad Prarabdha. Good Prarabdha gives you happiness, joy, and helps you towards a spiritual journey. Bad Prarabdha causes disturbance in the mind. So when people are suffering in the world, Sri Ramachandra, don't worry, it is their Prarabdha karma which is happening. The Ramachandra is more worried. If the Prarabdha karma is causing the problem, there is no way to escape from that. They are condemned to suffering. So Prarabdha karma dictates our life. Then how people can come out of suffering? Is it possible? This is the question Sri Ramachandra has. Vashishta Maharshi says, yes, Ramachandra, Prarabdha is cause of suffering in life. But Prarabdha is not everything. There is something called Purushartha also. There's a conscious action you can take. For example, you put seed in the, farmer puts a seed in the farmland. Then he says, let Prarabdha take care. Whatever has to grow, let it grow. And what has happened to me, it'll take care. It doesn't happen that way. He has to till the land. He has to put fertilizer. He has to do some work to get the good crop. Similarly, Prarabdha is not everything. Prarabdha determines many things in our life. But Purushartha also is there. The right action is important in life. So this is the teaching which is given by Sri Vashishta Rishi. Now, how do you overcome? Purushartha means I have a sense of free will. A sense of free will. Right? In the ultimate sense, the free will may not be there. But in day-to-day operation, I have a sense of free will. For example, I can take a cup of coffee or tea, or I can go to market, or I can go to some other place. So now if you say everything is Prarabdha, then you become fatal. You'll say, whatever has to happen, let it happen. So Vashishta Rishi says, Ramachandra, you have to exercise your Purushartha to overcome the Prarabdha. Prarabdha force, Ramachandra says, Prarabdha may be very powerful. How do I handle it? So this talks, I'm translating as today's lecture. Prarabdha, can it be handled? How do you handle Prarabdha? So there are 2 ways of handling a child. A child, mother can hold the hand, cajole the child, and help the child walk. Or mother can spank the child, force the child also. Holding the hand, helping the child to grow is one way. Spanking the child is also another way. Both are possible. So that way, the prarabdha can be handled through purushartha, through suppression or sublimation. Suppression means forcefully stopping doing something. A forceful way of handling prarabdha. Also, you can do sublimation, a gentle way of handling prarabdha. Gentle way, gently, intelligently, you can also handle prarabdha. So, like mother spanks the child, forces the child to do something, child will become disciplined. But also child will develop resistance inside. Okay? It will become angry. So someday the child will fight back. The suppression may not be the solution. So there are many people try to suppress the vasanas and samskaras are coming their life. To some extent they'll be successful, but still they can come out very forcefully. Suppression can be one way of, okay, I have this problem, let me avoid this problem. But the root may be inside. Sublimation means understanding that mind is not your enemy. Mind is like a child. Gently, like you guide a child, cajole the child, understand the child, and help it to grow. Slowly, slowly, you can help the mind to come out of the vasana and samskara, which get triggered when the prarabdha comes in your life. So please understand, prarabdha itself cannot be stopped. You cannot stop the prarabdha. But how you can handle the prarabdha can change. That can happen only with the understanding our vasana and samskara, gently, gently correcting the mind to come out of the vasana and samskara. So what you called as spanking is the way or sublimation is the way. Spanking means forcefully, sublimation is gentle. Forceful way gives a quick result. But in the longer run, it may not be the best thing to do. Sublimation means gentle way. So that's where we say, treat the child, understand the mind is not every enemy. Mind is like a child. If you are able to teach it very carefully, who means the intellect, buddhi, able to teach it carefully, then you will be able to overcome the disturbance caused by prarabdha, but you can't stop prarabdha. Prarabdha itself cannot stop. But effect of prarabdha on your life can be reduced. So there are 4 ways of handling anything in life. Sama, Dana, Veda, Danda. Sama means telling in a gentle way, cajoling. Dana means giving a little bit temptation to the mind also. Okay, if you drop this, let's say child says, child, I want to study for 8 hours, struggling. The mind is struggling. Then says, after studying of 8 hours, I'll watch a movie for half an hour. Some temptation you're giving. Sama means clear understanding. Okay, this is the better way to do. Veda means understanding the nature of the mind, trying to find out which part of the mind you can work more comfortably rather than struggling with the uncooperative part of the mind. Danda means finally nothing works, you have to be forcefully say, I want to give up. So gently, you can come out of the troubles caused by the mind. Prarabdha cannot be stopped. But Purushartha can be used to overcome the effect of Prabdha. The mind can be made calm, and Purushartha is exercising your free will. Whatever is the free will available to us. At this point of sadhana, we can't say we don't have free will, because we exercise the free will everywhere. Type of food I eat, I choose. Type of dress I choose. So everywhere I exercise free will. No, only sadhana I don't have free will, you can't say. Right? People take exercise, they say, oh, free will, there's no free will. Okay? But they'll exercise the free will, everything. Chit chat, watching a Netflix, going to movie, they are free will. Right? Only sadhana you don't have free will. What kind of sadhana is this? Then Sri Ramachandra says, I understand. Now, Purushartha or free will has to be exercised to overcome the effect of sadhana of life. If Purushartha is weaker than the Prarabdha, what to do? There are many situations, Purushartha is weaker than Prarabdha. So Prarabdha is three types. A weak Prarabdha, medium Prarabdha, and strong Prarabdha. So for example, somebody gets a fever. So if it's a weak Prarabdha, he can take a tablet and get rid of it. Taking tablet is Purushartha. So medium Prarabdha is there. The person, the fever doesn't go through fever, this thing. It has to be admitted to hospital. Little bit more effort is required. Then strong Prarabdha is there. The strong Prarabdha, you can't do anything. The patient is going to die. So weak Prarabdha, you can overcome easily with the Purushartha with good effort. Medium Prarabdha, you have to overcome with the stronger effort. Then Ramachandra is asking, what to do with strong Prarabdha? If somebody is stuck with strong Prarabdha in life, what do? Vashishta Rishi says, grace of Bhagavan can help you in any strong Prarabdha also. Seek the blessing of Ishvara. Okay? So that will help you in strong Prarabdha. So then, how does the blessing of Ishvara comes? Some situations in your life can change. Not because you did it. I am doing it is called Purushartha. Ishvara's blessing can come in the form of a guru in your life, in the form of teaching in life, from some help in life. So the strong Prarabdha also sometimes, many times can be overcome, provided you seek the grace. So weak Prarabdha can be overcome by self-effort. Medium Prarabdha can be overcome by stronger self-effort. Strong Prarabdha cannot be overcome by self-effort. That's where the divine blessings, grace is helpful. So where Vashishta Rishi says, if you have a strong Prarabdha, then your self-effort does not help. Then what you have to do? You have to take the blessing of Guru, blessing of Ishvara, and work. You have to take the spiritual teachings of Sanatana Dharma, Upanishad, and apply in your life. Then you'll get a larger force. The teaching of Bhagavad Gita, teaching of Upanishad will give more strength to you to face stronger Prarabdha. So some Prarabdha can be handled with the self-effort. Medium Prarabdha can be handled with the stronger self-effort. A strong Prarabdha requires a blessing of Guru, blessing of Ishvara, and teaching of scriptures. This is what Vashishta told Sri Ramachandra. And what he told to Ramachandra applies to us also. Spanking or cajoling. Both can be used to overcome the Prarabdha of the mind. Prarabdha or disturbance caused by the mind when Prarabdha is faced. So now let us understand what is this Purushartha business at all. Our mind has three qualities: Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. Sattva Guna is calmness, balance, harmony, peace, clarity, creativity. Rajoguna is restlessness, activity, energy, excitement, passion. Tamoguna is inertia, inactivity, negative thinking, apathy, dullness. Now, when we say sadhana, what do you mean by sadhana? Sadhana, Purushartha is sadhana. Purusha means individual. Sadhana is a self-effort. This self-effort is for increasing sattva guna in life, and effect of rajoguna and tamoguna we have to decrease. That is called sadhana. So, people think sadhana means escaping from prarabdha. Prarabdha, you cannot escape. Whatever has been done earlier will come to you. Then, what you can handle is what is happening inside you. Inner state of the mind can be rajoguna, tamoguna, or sattoguna. So tamoguna means disturbance. Something happened. Okay, for example, I gave you example of fever. Fever came. Oh, what happened? This fever, I can't do anything about it. The fever will become cough. Cough will become cold. Cold will become pneumonia. That's called tamoguna. Rajoguna is, oh, fever is there. What do I do? What do I do? I'm in trouble. Rajoguna. Sattoguna is calmly thinking what I have to do. Should I take a medicine or go to a doctor? So, which guna is predominant in your life? You have to understand. Sattoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. That's the understanding of the mind. So, the problem with the today psychological counseling is they don't understand the guna of the mind. If you go to a psychologist, oh, what happened to you? I am disturbed. Okay, what happened? In the office, there's a disturbance. There's a boss is disturbance. A boss is not disturbance. Sattoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna inside you is the disturbance. The psychology treats at the symptom level. Adhyatma treats at the root level. Tamoguna, Rajoguna, Sattoguna, you have to understand. Then you have to overcome tamoguna, laziness, inertia, negative thinking. How do you do it? With the self-effort. Atma reva atmanam uddharet atmanam. You have to uplift yourself, your mind, by self-effort. The blessing is always there. Grace is always there. The self-effort is required to come out of tamoguna, laziness. How do you do that? You have to take up something I can act on, something interesting, something I can focus on. Something will remove me from this laziness. Yes, I know what will remove me from this. I'll watch Netflix 24 hours a day. That is not the solution. By watching Netflix, you will become a dumb idiot. Right? So what you have to do, what will increase your ability, such activity you have to take up. From tamoguna, you have to come out. Now, who has to come out? Somebody has to tell you to come out of tamoguna. You have to go to psychologist to come out of the tamoguna. Ultimately, you have to understand, I am in tamoguna. I have to come out. The self-awareness is important. That's called jnana. Now, a person comes to rajoguna. I am restless all the time. Stress, thinking, thoughts. People who say thought, thinking is rajoguna. How do I come out of rajoguna? From rajoguna, you can come out through pranayama. A different type of breathing practice are there. I have taught you pranayama in Shakti Darshana practice. Rajoguna means, rajas means prana is restless. The restless prana has to be calmed down through pranayama. Forcing the mind is spanking. You can use pranayama and engage the mind in a right activity. Rajoguna means people want, I want to act, action, 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 action oriented. Thoughts, 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 thinking, 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 action, action, action. If thinking can be converted into action, that's good, very good. But most of the people keep on spending time on thinking, 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 and wasting their and getting into depression. Thinking has to be converted to right action. Right action can be for your own improvement, your profession, business. Okay. So people become very, very active. I am very focused on my business. I want to be successful. So that's they have come to Rajoguna, proper Rajoguna. They are better than one stage, better than people who keep on thinking, thinking, thinking. Now, at some point of time, you realize, oh my God, this is not all, this is not giving happiness. Still, I'm getting stressed out. Then you have to start doing from selfish action to karma yoga, upasana. So gradually, you have to come out of Rajoguna into Sattoguna. So Sattoguna doesn't mean you'll become inactive. Rajoguna means you are compulsively driven to action. In Sattoguna, you guide the mind, Rajoguna and Rajoguna, for right action. At the same time, you are peaceful inside. You become more and more peaceful. Then when your Sattoguna is increased, then you will be more interested in Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, and Seva, service. Atmanu Mokshartam, Jagaditaya is the sign of Sattoguna increasing. So the mind becomes much more peaceful compared to Rajas and Tamas. Mind has much more clarity and focus in service. Now, who has done this? Atma Reva Atma Uddaret Atmanam. Self has to uplift with your self-effort. Now, in this process, there may be prarabdha, which is difficult to overcome. Hard prarabdha. Seek the blessing of Ishvara. Seek the blessing of Guru. Seek the teachings of scriptures to gain the inner strength. So, entire spiritual sadhana is to increase the sattva in your life and reduce rajas and tamas effect. That's called sadhana. This is called purushartha. So, restlessness has to be reduced. Restlessness is called asuri sampattu, disturbance of the mind in Bhagavad Gita chapter 15. They come from Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Sattoguna is called Daivi Sampat. Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana, Mumukshatva. You have to work towards this. That is called Purushartha, overcoming Prarabdha. So do not be under the impression that Prarabdha means something has happened to me, I can get rid of Prarabdha. You can overcome Prarabdha by handling it calmly within. In the response, you can change. That is the meaning of facing Prarabdha. So now let us understand the difference between Vasana and Samskara. Vasana and Samskara difference you have to understand. Vasana is deep-rooted impression in our life. For example, a baby cat is born. The mother leaves the cat and runs away. Mother cat leaves the baby and runs away. But the child cat has no education. But the child cat will start trying to find out where the rat is. Child cat will go and hunt for a bird to eat. Nobody has to teach it to. Why did it come? It came from the deep-rooted impression. Understand? So the deep-rooted impressions are called vasanas. So there are 4 basic vasanas which come to us by birth. Ahara, Bhaya, Nidra, Maithuna. Ahara means food. Okay, the moment child is born, it will open the mouth to drink milk from the mother. No education is required. It's a deep-rooted impression. Bhaya, even the child, baby is scared. Nidra, baby also knows how to sleep. Maituna, sex, nobody has to teach. As the person grows up, he will find that inner sexual urge comes up. These are very deep-rooted impressions at the biological level. At the psychological level, the impressions are, see, you have to understand the distinction between the biological impressions. Ahara, Bhaya, Nidra, Maituna. These are more related to biological. Okay. Whereas Kama, Krodha, Mada, Matsara, Moha, Lobha. These are called what we call as 6 enemies or psychological. They are deep impressions. Okay. These are impressions. Impressions are like a seed. The seed will grow into a plant and tree only when watered. These impressions require opportunity to grow. Oh, I have overcome anger. I am very free. I am calm, very peaceful. I have been meditating for many years. Oh, are you really calm? Are you really free from anger? Yes, yes, I am. Really? What do you say? The anger will come. What do you think I am? The anger will come. It is in seed form. The opportunity comes, it will come out. The spiritual sadhana is to become free from the deep-rooted impressions, psychological and biological. So how do you do that? Is called sadhana. Vasana is deep-rooted impression. Kama, Krodha, Mada, Matsara, Moha, Lobha. All these come from Tamoguna and Rajoguna. The vasanas are also good type of vasanas. Sattva-guna. I want to go to satsang, shravana, manana, nididhyas I have to do. I have to do seva. They are also vasana. The vasanas are 2 types. Vasanas which can cause us disturbance and vasanas which can cause us upliftment. Right? There are 2 types of vasanas. Vasanas which cause disturbance called asuri pravritti. Kama, Krodha, Mada, Matsara, Moha, Lobha. Vasana which can uplift us called Daivi Sampatti. Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparti, Shraddha, Samadhana, Mumukshatu. Now, Asuri Sampatti has to be overcome by developing the Daivi Sampatti, divine qualities. This is what is called sadhana. Deep-rooted impressions have to go. Right? So now vasanas are of 2 types. Bandha vasana, bhoga vasana. Bandha vasana creates a bondage in our life. I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. It gives a sense of limitation. Bhoga vasana, I want to enjoy this, I want to enjoy that. So, Atma Jnana is first breaking the Bandha vasana. For that, whatever blockages are there in terms of Asuri Sampatti, we have to start reducing and work towards the Devi Sampatti. Bhoga vasana can continue after enlightenment also. So now that is called vasana. Vasana is deep-rooted impression. What is samskara? Samskara is a habit pattern. Okay. A deep-rooted habit pattern is driven by raga and dvesha. I like, I don't like. Samskara and vasana together bind us to a certain habit pattern. Let me give you an example of raga and dvesha. I am eating sweet There's a deep-rooted impression that I craving for sweet. That vasana becomes a thought. I want to eat sweet. But doctor has told me not to eat sweet. But my habit pattern, samskara, will make me go and pick up the sweet and put it in my mouth. Because raga. So raga, dvesha has to be overcome by self-effort. And the blessings of the Guru and Ishvara, the self-effort becomes much more easier. Whether it's mild samskara, mild vasana, or strong vasana, strong samskara. Ishvara blessing will help us. Vasana and samskara is clear. Now comes the Ishana. Ishana means our urge, our drive in life. What is your drive in life? Vitteshana means our life is driven towards money. Vasana is there, kama is there. The kama comes as a thought. Thought finally translates to vitta, money. It's called Ishana. Putreshana means children, family, relatives. Lokeshana means name and fame. I want a name and fame in the world. So these are actually manifestations of vasanas in the form of drive in life. So what binds us? Your vasana, samskara, and ishana. But now this vasana, samskara, and ishana, there are two types. One is asuri sampatti, one is daivi sampatti. We should not destroy daivi sampatti. We should drive daivi sampatti. That will happen. That will actually help in increasing sattva in our life and reducing rajas and tamas driven activity. So let me take step by step what happens in each stage. In the enlightenment stage, one shubhecha, the first he is a samsari, suffering because of kama, krodha, madamatsara, moha, lobha. He develops a desire for enlightenment. I want a liberation, mukti, but mukti is actually jnana, enlightenment. So now he has to exercise his prarabdha versus purushartha. Prarabdha is three types: swecha, parecha, anicca. Swecha means my own desires are driving my life. Parecha means somebody else's desires are driving my life. Anicca means nobody's desire. The world, something is happening in the world that's driving my life. Prarabdha. Okay. So swecha, parecha, anicca is driving my life. Swecha, I have to work on that. Parecha, I have to overcome. Anicca, what happens in my life, I have to seek the blessings of Ishvara and Guru and help the scripture. So what is the first stage of this? In this stage, what is sadhana means? Freedom from disturbing tendencies. It's called vasana kshaya. And freedom pursuits, ishanas, different types of pursuits which cause you disturbance. Then freedom from samskaras, raga and dvesha. This is what is called sadhana in this stage. Purushartha should be used to overcome prarabdha. Strong prarabdha, you seek the blessings of Guru and Ishvara to face prarabdha, not to change prarabdha. So now what happens in this stage is there are three stages for a person: waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. And he knows that there is a fourth stage called Turiya or Atma, but he doesn't know what it is. So he does karma yoga and upasana for overcoming the prarabdha, overcoming the vasana and samskara, developing sattva guna. So now it comes to second stage. His effort on karma yoga, upasana continues. Now he is doing shravana, manana, nididhyasa. He is contemplating or teaching of Tattvamasi. Now what happens here? Freedom from ignorance is trying to get rid of. Earlier, karma yoga and upasana, freedom from vasana and samskara. Here, Deeper than vasana and samskara is adnana. So he is trying to get rid of the root of the vasana and samskara. Vasana and samskara are all superficial level. Ignorance is at the deeper level. Through jnana, he is trying to overcome. So he also has the three states: waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, and turiya, fourth state. He is not familiar with turiya. He knows Brahman is turiya and all those things he knows, but he doesn't know what it is. In the stage 2. Then comes to stage 3. Tanamanasi means mind has become very, very subtle. Study of scriptures, Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasa, Seva has made the mind very, very subtle. He is able to discriminate between Atma and Anatma, Nitya and Anitya. He does now 2 types of practices. The practices are, one is called Samadhi Abhyasa, which is called Nididhyasa, Antar and Bahir Samadhi. They can call Brahma Bhava Abhyasa. Brahma Bhava Abhyasa, he is trying to living in the world, eating, drinking, walking. He is trying to meditate a meditative state. I am Brahman, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. It's called Brahma Bhava Abhyasa. These 2 practices are recommended in the stage 3. So the person who is afraid of the snake earlier, see, in the stage 1 and 2, the snake is real, he is afraid. In the stage 2, snake is there, but he is doing surrender, Shravana Manana Nidhyasa, to overcome the effect of snake. Here, snake is rope is Brahman, snake is the world. The world is real for the person in the stage 2. Now, the world, snake, as he goes to stage 3, the snake becomes little bit unreal. Now, he is able to do Samadhi Abhyasa, Antar Samadhi, and Bahir Samadhi. It's called Brahma Bhava Abhyasa. Now, the number of states are gradually coming down. Earlier, he thought 3 states are there: waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. Now, the waking state is understanding it's a dream, and Samadhi he enters. Turiya he touches, the 4th stage he touches in the form of Samadhi. As waking sleep, Jagrata, Sushupti. Now, how many states are there? Dream and deep sleep are 2 states, and Samadhi is the 3rd state for him. So now come the 4th stage called Sattopati, or realization of the truth. Now, he has become Aparoksha Jnani, direct apperception of truth. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. I am Sakshi, I am Brahman. I am Mukta, liberated. This stage is called Brahmavid, or 4th stage. Here the realization is Nanu, Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivanam Nane, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham is the realization in the 4th stage. I am the pure awareness Brahman. Right? Now, what happened to the rope and snake? Snake is still appearing. In Samadhi, snake disappears. Samadhi, Brahman only appears. But in the waking state, snake is appearing. That means the world is appearing. The world of variety is appearing. But he knows the snake is not real. The appearance, he sees there's a snake, but it's not a real snake. He knows Brahman only is hiding a snake. It is like more like a, what we call as dream-like state. It's called lucid dream. In lucid dream, we know it's a dream, but still we continue in the dream, and if the tiger comes, we'll run, knowing very well it's a dream tiger. So in this stage, Jnani, he knows the world is unreal. His bandha vasanas are gone. Bhoga vasanas may continue. He may enjoy something in the world, but he may continue to do service and take care of his family responsibilities or job responsibilities or rule a kingdom. This stage is called Videha Mukti and Jivanmukti. Bandha vasanas go, Bhoga vasanas may continue. Loka Kalyana Vasana, serving the world, helping the world, compassion can continue, but that will not bind him. And what is why it is there? Because of prarabdha karma, residual prarabdha karma, these vasanas may continue. Now, bandha vasana means I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. Bandha vasanas gone. I am mukta, I am liberated. That means he has become Jivanmukta. And he has become Videha Mukta also, because for him, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am the intellect. Body is there as a vehicle. I am not the body. Body is the vehicle. For what? Loka Kalyana, service to the world. Now, what you do in Samadhi Abhyasa? Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, your external disturbances have come down now in life. You have understood I am Brahman. But now, you're consciously you're convinced. But your subconscious mind has earlier impressions. Oh, so thing happened in the past. I am so and so. Those impressions are recorded in the subconscious mind. In Samadhi Abhyasa, you have to hold on to the truth. How do you hold on to truth? The truth is I am Brahman, I am Sakshi. The truth you have to hold on. That thought you have to hold on. Right now you are holding on to the thought that I am a woman, I am a man. In Samadhi, you have to hold on to the truth, I am Brahman. Then all these vasanas, when they come up, you should not get dragged by the impressions, thoughts. You should hold on to I am Brahman. So I am Brahman. So what is happening in the kitchen? No. I am not woman. I am not mother. I am Brahman. No. Where is the office? I am not officer. I am Brahman. So like that, your vasanas and samskaras, deep rooted, they'll come trying to disturb you from sitting silently. That you have to face by holding on to truth. That is called samadhi. Finally, what will happen? The unnecessary thoughts will come down. Then you drop the thought, I am Brahman also. I am Brahman thought also not required. Then it will be like a waking sleep. Jagrata Sushupti. Are you clear? So now when you wake up from samadhi, the world appears. You have to interact, you have to go to office. Just because you did a meditation, I am Brahman, your kitchen, nobody will come, husband will not come and cook. You have to cook. Okay. Just because you're become Brahman in samadhi, you can't go to, you should go to office also. Right? Then you have to have Brahma Bhava Abhyasa. That means everything is Brahman. Brahman is Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavihi, Brahmagnau, Brahmanavatam, Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. Everything is Brahman. With that bhava, without a sense of doership, you should continue to do your work. So that nobody can sit in samadhi for a very long time. Unless he's a monk sitting in Himalayas. So we sit in samadhi for some time. Antar samadhi, Bahir samadhi, then do Brahma Bhava Abhyasa. Samadhi means finally in simple way, Summaniru, just be quiet. Don't seek anything. Don't try to achieve anything. Just be. But to just be, or impressions will come, no? Subconscious impression will come, no? How it will come? Just close your eyes for 2 minutes. Ding, 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 thoughts will come. Thoughts will. So they'll keep on coming. Now, to face that thought, truth is the support for you. So you have to hold on to Vedantic teaching, the truth, to face the unnecessary thoughts. In Samadhi Abhyasa, is sitting with the understanding that I am Brahman. That's the question. Yes. I am Brahman thought is used as a sword. To face, I am Brahman, I am Sakshi thought is used to face unnecessary, unwanted thoughts coming up and disturbing you. Gradually, they will reduce. So now, what is the effect of this? Vidyate hradaya grantihi chidyate sarva samshayaha kshiyante tasya karmani tasmin drashte paravare. Hradaya granthi is broken. Means the ego which binds the consciousness and the mind and the body, consciousness and the body, I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. That's called bridge, is called ego. It's not real. So now it's broken means, oh, cut, like you cut something, no? Break some pot or mud, and like it's not like broken like that. You break the hold of the ego. Now, ego is not driving your life. You can easily use ego, right? The moment you say vidyate, so vidyate, we get a concept that like an object. Okay, I cut this object into two. Like that, something will happen to my Hridaya Granthi. There's nothing to cut. So it's only that ego had a powerful hold on you. Now the powerful hold is gone. So it's in office, that fellow is acting very smart. I cut his tail. Now you're cutting, there's no tail there. Cutting tail means he's not able to act smart. Ego was acting very smart. So the ego is no longer act smart. It becomes silent and follows the Atma. So that is the meaning of Vidya Hridaya Granthi. Right? Others are starting, oh, Vidya Hridaya Granthi is broken. Ego is gone, then how do I live? You can live. Earlier, ego was driving your life. Now, as Atma, you are as Sakshi, your life is driven. That's all is the difference. Earlier, ego was the master and Sakshi was the slave. Rather, Sakshi was being forced. Now, Sakshi becomes the master and ego becomes the servant. That's the meaning of Vidya Hridaya Granthi. Are you clear? Are you clear for the questioner who is asking? So, then next customer, Chidyate Sarva Samshayaha. All doubts will go. Why doubts will go? Means doesn't mean he'll get an answer. He's like a Google. Whatever question is there, he'll get a Google answer. Okay, ask any question, Google auntie will give an answer. Okay, not like that. He'll not get any answer. But the questioner, what happens to the questioner? The questioner understands he is false. He's not real. The questioner is the ego. It is like a drunkard, my dear. A drunkard has drunk a peg of whiskey. He is going. A person is there, friend is there. He is asking a question. So many questions. I have so many questions. Please answer. What is the question? Why the sky is falling? Why the road is running? Okay. So a drunkard's question, whatever answer you give, it is not satisfactory. All samshayas will disappear because the samshaya Atma, the ego, understands this is not real. I'm Sakshi. Sakshi has no questions, no answers. It's peaceful. Right? So that's what happens. The question here on Zoom is Kshiyante tasya karmani, meaning I'll tell you. Okay? All samshayas, samshaya means doubt. Who has a doubt? A self-identity has a doubt. Right? Your identity creates a doubt. Identity is conscious expression and subconscious impression. Both conscious and subconscious together. The doubts will come for an identity. Right? A boss will have a doubt. Is the employee working properly or not? He is a boss. Okay, but when he goes to house, the boss identity is not there. Then he will say, my child is working or not. His identity changes. The identity has a doubt. The identity is 5% conscious mind, 95% subconscious mind. Are we clear? So, all samshayas will in subconscious mind. Samshayas doubts will come from conscious, subconscious together. It's one mind. Conscious is expression, subconscious is impression. Together, you have an identity. That identity has got cleared in the Nididhyasa. So, Kshiyante tasya karmani means what? The karmas will go in his life. Karmas are 4 types. Sanchita karma, prarabdha, kriyamana, agami. The 4 karmas are there. Are you clear? Now, Sanchita karma gone. Sanchita karma is many lifetimes of karma is gone. Because the person who has to claim the karma is not there. Identity is gone. Right? if let's say I have a big bank balance, okay, one day the person who had a big balance has a memory loss, then there will nobody who will take balance from bank. So like that, your identity is gone. Karma, nobody is there to draw karma. Sanchita karma is gone. Kriyamana karma, the karma which you are doing today, will not give a fruit because I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the Naham karta, Naham bhokta. There is no doer. Then who is the doer? The God alone is doer to my body, not the ego. So, in that sense, Kriyamana karma disappears. Agami karma is not created. Future, whatever karma has to happen and come in the future is not there. Then one karma remains, which is called prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma is what you are born with. It's a package deal. In your prarabdha, good prarabdha comes in good punya, bad prarabdha comes in suffering. Now, prarabdha karma will not disappear from the life of a Gnani because it comes as a package deal. Right? Now, from Gnani's point of view, there are 2 points. From the world point of view and Gnani's point of view. The world point of view, Gnani point of view, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the... I am actually Videha Mukta and Jivanmukta when you get Gnana. Right? But from the world point of view, Gnani has a body, Gnani is the body from the world point of view because they're in Adnana, they're in Maya. So now they say, oh, Gnani has a disease, Gnani has a pain, so Gnani has a prarabdha karma, Gnani has a name and fame, all those things the world says. Okay. So now, whether it's a mild prarabdha, strong prarabdha, or weak prarabdha, Gnani will face them moment to moment. Instead of reacting, you will face them moment to moment and try to do what is best possible for the moment from Adnani's point of view. For Adnani, we have to explain. So Gnani is not reacting. He is living in the present moment. His actions are spontaneous. His actions are God's action. His words are God's words that you have to tell. There's no individual there. We have to tell for Adnani. His body continues because of Prarabdha. From Gnani's point of view, I have no body. I am Videha Mukta. That's why Janaka Raja was called Videha Mukta Janaka, Videha Janaka. That means he was able to rule the kingdom even though he has no body. But people see the body. People see king's body. But king has no body from his point of view. He is Gnani. So the viewpoint of the Gnani and viewpoint of the world is different. We should not confuse this. Okay. Prarabdha karma, kshiyanti tasya karmani means prarabdha karma will not affect the Gnani. Prarabdha karma will affect the body of Gnani, but Gnani says, I am not the body. That way, Gnani has no prarabdha karma also. Is that clear to the questioner on the Zoom? So, the rope and snake, earlier rope was frightening, a snake was frightening as rope. Now rope appears like a snake, but he is not afraid. That's why he is able to do all the activities in the world fearlessly. He'll do Loka Kalyana and no doership is there. So from 4 stage, he has a choice. He has a choice means his prarabdha karma has a choice. Up to stage 4, please understand, up to stage 4, there's a Purushartha and Prarabdha. Purushartha is used for overcoming the Prarabdha. After you get a Jnana, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. There's no concept of Purushartha. Individual will is not there. It is the divine will operating through the body-mind complex which will take him to 5, 6, 7 stages. These 5, 6, 7 stages are necessary, they are optional. If you have reached 4 stage, you have a degree certificate, enlightened, Jivanmukta. Now, whether you want to go for a further 5 stages, you want to do post-graduation, you can do it. But you can do it based on your prarabdha karma. Now, what will happen here? Fourth stage Gnani, because of his good prarabdha, many students may come. He may have to guide the students. He may show the path. So as the prarabdha starts dissolving, even that activity starts coming down. You start becoming more and more sitting in samadhi. So he can become a, what we call as, he can continue to work in the world, knowing very well the nature of the world is unreal, mithya. It's like playing a video game. He can play the video game very well, knowing video game is not real. Right? He can play very well in the world. So he can do teaching, be a guru. Then Ishvara operates through the body-mind complex to give the teaching. That's why he called Ishvara Guru Atmedi. Or he can go into more and more samadhi, meditation. This is called samadhi gnani. Now there's options. Both are options. If you have attained stage 4, good enough. 5, 6, 7 are options. Now why somebody goes to 5, 6, 7? So your major vasanas are gone. Root vasanas are gone. Bandha vasanas are gone. Little bit bhoga vasana may be there here and there. Loka kalyana vasana can be there, which will not bind you anyway. So then the world becomes a dream for him. Like when you wake up, the world appears, or in your dream, dream world appears. So the very fact that dream world disappears, there are some little bit traces of impression that there is a world there out there. This is called what you call kashaya. Kashaya means remaining impression, which are not really binding, but really something is there. World is out there. That's why the dream comes up. The world comes up when he comes out samadhi. Are you getting what I'm saying? By and large, all Raga, Desha, Kama, Krodha, Madhamasramo have gone. Good vasana there. Kshama, Dama, Tityaksha, Uparati is there. He has become Sthita Pradna. Dukeshu, Ardigmanaha, Sukesh, Vigata, Spraha, Vita, Raga, Bayak, Krodha, Sthiti, Munichita. He has become perfectly balanced. Okay? And he is able to function normally in the society. Nobody coming to know of it also. But then his prarabdha karma starts dissolving. His job responsibility comes down. His family responsibility comes down. He had number of students or some service activity that also starts coming down. Then he may go into, okay, now I don't have to do anything. Let me go and sit in more and more time in silence and meditation. Now, why he sits in silence? He can enjoy the bliss of samadhi. Ananda is called samadhi sukha. Please understand, stage 5, 6, and 7 does not add to Atma Dhnana. But it will help you to enjoy the Atma Dhnana blissfully. Are you clear? No, I have to go to 6, 7 stage. Okay, like that, you don't have to struggle for that. If it's your prarabdha karma, it starts. But of course, your purushartha will come individual. Now, purushartha is not individual. Purushartha is God's will, cosmic will. Okay. So now, he will sit more and more to get rid of kashaya, last trace of impression that something called the world. So now what he does, he sits more in times of mind silent. So mind doesn't even allow the mind to eyes to open up to understand there's a world. That means he wants to do complete manonasha, destroy the mind, tendency of the mind to go out. It's not the mind destroyed, tendency of the mind to go out. Manonasha. So manonasha means people think their mind gets destroyed. Dhaga, nothing will, that person will become like a stone. Nothing like that. Manonasha means mind has a tendency to project a world. That's called kashaya. That kashaya he is trying to remove by sitting in more and more samadhi. Now, what happened to the Gnani in stage 6, stage 5? Stage 5, Bandha vasanas have gone. Bhoga vasanas are also coming down. Okay. So, Bhoga vasanas are coming down. Now, he has asamasakti. I don't need anything. No Bhoga vasana also. Bhoga vasana also has come down. Loka Kalyana vasana, he has already done whatever is possible. Then the prarabdha has ensured that he has nothing more role to play in the world. Asamasakti means Bhoga vasana also will come down now. No more Bhoga vasana also. So he spends more time in samadhi. The world now is like a dream. He can wake up from samadhi, but what will happen? He'll spend more and more time in samadhi. Stage 4 Gnani will spend, let's say, 1 hour in samadhi and 23 hours work. Stage 4 Gnani will spend 4 hours of work and 20 hours of samadhi, more samadhi. Now what he is doing? He is removing kashaya. Okay? It's called manonasha. Vasana kshaya is called kashaya. Kashaya means last remaining impressions. There's something called world. So now he can wake up from samadhi. For him, what is the stage? Rope is there. In the stage 4, snake appears there. Snake appears and he knows it's rope. Here now, snake appearance also starts coming down because he's spending more time in samadhi. Snake is no longer there. More and more rope is there. Samadhi, turiya is there. Are you clear? So stage 6, it is like more like a sleep-like state, light sleep. Stage 5 is like more like a light dream. Stage 4 is like a dream. Stage 5 is like a sleep. Sleep, you don't even see the world also. Stage 4, you see the world, dream world you see. Stage 4, you see the dream world. It's like a dream-like state. Stage 5 is like light sleep. The world is more or less forgotten. Stage 6, now no snake. He spends more and more in time in samadhi. Just will get up for some food. But the getting up samadhi is difficult for him because there's no world there. Some people have to come and wake him up. Come for food, Guruji. Okay. Now what has happened? In asamasakti stage, both the vasanas are gone. In stage 6, even if he wakes up, he sees the world, it's only Brahman. So he cannot do meaningful interaction in the world as an object. All object and subject have become one reality. He can act spontaneously like a child. Okay. So some getting up from samadhi is difficult. Subject and object have become one. It's called padartha abhavani. That means there are no objects. In space of object, only Brahman is there. Then finally it comes to stage 7. It's called turiyaga. Turiyaga means transcendent. Now he has gone beyond waking state, dream state, deep sleep. He is established fully in Brahman. For him, there's no concept of going and coming back. He's called Brahma with Varishta. He's called, this person, stage 7, 6%, stage 4 is called Brahma with. This person is called Brahma with Vara, Brahma with Varenya, and finally Brahma Varishta. Now, here there's no concept of the waking state, dream state, deep state. He has gone beyond all the states. It's called Turiyaga, gone beyond Turiya. There's no more going and coming back. No more concept of any states. No more vasanas and samskaras. So now here, from people point of view, Gnani is almost dead to the world. So he is like a Videha Mukta for people because you cannot wake him up easily. So I'll give an example. Stage 4, 5, 6, 7. Somebody wants to go to America. He has not seen America. It's stage 3. America is like stage 4. So once he goes to America, he knows, oh, this is America. He can come back. He comes back with the habits of America. He understands, I know America. Okay. That guy is stage 4. He still is in India. Stage 5, he spends more time in America, less time in India. Stage 6, he gets a green card. Stays more in America, it does not come to India. Stage 7, he has become a citizen of America. Like that, he become one Brahman. But don't be under the impression that 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8 is must. It's an optional. So Turiyatita means same thing. Narsimurti is asking question. Turiyaga means Turiyatita is Turiyatita and Turiyaga means same thing. Yes. Anybody has any questions? With that, we are concluding today. The topic was vasanas and samskaras. Any questions from Zoom?
No questions, Prabhuji. Very clear.
Very clear. Vasanakshay is clear. 4, 5, 6, 7 is clear. American visa is clear.
That was the best. Yes, example. Very easily understood, Prabhuji.
So, Dr. Vipin, any questions?
No, Guruji.
Okay.
No question.
So, Kaumari, any questions? Satyavati, anybody has a question?
Hari Om Prabhuji.
Hari Om, Kaumari.
I think the session today is very is profound, and it addresses many challenges at various levels. One which is very, very clear is that what I see as a challenge is actually an opportunity to triumph versus the vasanas, the samskaras, use the purushata in the right way to overcome the hold of prarabdha. So moment to moment, it is like you say, it's a game.
Yeah.
But I have to understand that better and do it properly.
That's exactly is Deepavali festival. Light overcoming darkness. So Deepavali is a festival of enlightenment. So today we are celebrating festival of enlightenment by understanding vasana and samskara and getting rid of all of them.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. So Hari Om.
Hari Om Guruji, Prashnegalilla, and Kaumaraji has really summed it up very beautifully. Moment to moment, it is our understanding and realization what is being told or taught. Thank you.
The Purushartha and Ishvara, you have to understand. Initially, Ishvara was operating through me, but I am saying I am doing it. The onus is on me, the ego. That's called Purushartha. After fourth stage, still Ishvara is operating, same Ishvara is operating. I am no longer saying I am operating. Ishvara is operating through me. Is operating. So, Ishvara Icha.
Hari Om Prabhuji, the Brahma Bhava Abhyasad ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇತ್ತು.
1 minute. I have another question here. The question here is, what is the question? Does Jnana remove vasanas, or does Bhakti Karma Kriya Yoga remove vasanas for the seeker? See, people do not come Jnana straight away. Okay? The people come to Jnana. Normally, people who come to Jnana are very rare and very few. Many of them come through Bhakti Jnana Kriya, where a lot of Chitta Shuddhi happens. Okay? And then they come to Jnana, awareness. So now the question is, Jnana Bhakti Karma Kriya Yoga removes vasanas, or Jnana does? The final removal, the root of all vasanas is nothing but Ahankara, Mamakara, which is coming from Adnana. So Jnana is addressing the root. In reality, Jnana should remove the vasana and samskara. But what happened to the person? Because of his vasana and samskara, even though he has a Jnana, he will again and again fall back. So that way, if you ask the question whether Jnana removes the vasana and samskara, it will. But if you are driven by vasana and samskara, definitely you need to work on that in the form of karma yoga and bhakti yoga. Is the answer clear? Okay. So we'll close this session. At 11:30, we'll start the Kannada session. Yes. Narsimurti has a question, right? Narsimurti, you have a question?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, this is related to Brahma Bhava Abhyasa.
Yes. Go ahead.
Once a person enters into Samadhi, he is in Advaita Sthiti. Is my understanding
Right.
Correct, Prabhuji?
Right.
So in that state, he also realizes how the projection of the mind happens when he is outside the outside of the samadhi.
Right. So
is that correct?
Correct. But his all impressions will not disappear, no? They'll slowly dissolve, no?
Yeah. Now, play of the mind, actually in Samadhi, the person witnesses Advaita Sthiti and also absence of mind, how it looks, and when in the presence of mind, how the projection starts.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So we'll stop the session now. Recording. Okay. Gayatri.